Hey guys, so when I usually get a UTI, I'm just like, man, this sucks. Peeing all the time is kind of miserable. But this last UTI, it drained me before my feet even hit the floor in the morning. I was exhausted. I have a video coming up of why UTIs are bad for people with MS, and it will explain why it's been 2 weeks since my last video. That and Maverick turned 1, so I had to save all of my energy to have a birthday party, a very small birthday party for my not really a baby anymore. Today I want to pick your brain about something else. If you have MS, when do you tell acquaintances that you have MS? If you are a parent, when do you tell the parents of the children that your friends are going on play dates with? If you are a friend of someone who has MS, when did they tell you they had it? And was it the right time? Was it too soon? Did it come up in casual conversation before you did it? I am just something I hadn't thought about until recently. If it was a new friend for me, I wouldn't be so worried about it. I really don't care if you don't like it or you don't want to handle it or you are just afraid of me having MS. I have a lot of fantastic friends in my life. I wouldn't be upset if you decided to part ways with me after you found out, because I am fortunate to have people in my life like my friends. They were my friends before my diagnosis. They were there for me during it, and they let me use them as a cane if we've been out all day long and I'm tired, or they carry my bags for me if we all go out as a group. I am a really lucky girl in it, and so that isn't why I'm asking you guys for your opinions. Yesterday, Michael was invited to a play date. It was at a splash pad pool, and I didn't realize it, but it's one of those things where the parent swims with the child. I didn't bring a suit, so I actually didn't have to get in. I didn't know I was supposed to bring a suit, but had I brought a suit, I would have been standing for the 2 hours we were there, and right now, standing for any length of time is difficult. I don't even stand to take a shower. I have a shower chair now. So it got me thinking, when do I tell these parents? Like, it's come up in one of the casual conversations I've had with Michael's best friend, but this is an acquaintance, one of his good friends at school, that it hasn't come up, and I'm just not like, hey, how you doing? Glad they're friends. I have MS. I can't do this. I can't do that. I don't want it to be like that. I worry about the kids resenting the fact that I have it. And I want them to have a normal social life. That's what every parent wants. They just want their children to be happy, and they want to protect them from all that is ugly. And I am trying to talk to him about what MS is, but he's 4. He doesn't exactly get it. He knows I go to the doctor. He knows when I have an MRI. He actually told his teacher last week that I had to go for a test. It was an MRI. So he understands some of it, but not all of it. And I worry, is this going to be something that he wants to hide me? Like, do kids do that? I think I'm raising him right where that will never be an issue, but I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say that it doesn't cross my mind sometimes. I just don't want them to feel like I'm holding them back in any way. I just want them to be normal kids who are a little more empathetic and patient with other people. That's my ideal world. So I can't wait to hear what you guys say. Anybody can comment. People who have MS, who don't have MS, who have something else, who are friends with people with MS. I want the full picture here. This is a real concern that I think about because my husband doesn't even understand everything that is MS. So how do I expect my child to then explain it to his friends at school? I have a really long comment corner this week, so grab some popcorn and have a seat and I will get to you. Hi Miranda, welcome to our little corner of YouTube. I could have written your comment myself because I struggled with losing my identity last year, and that's why I'm trying really hard to get back to making videos every week because it is fun for me. It brings me joy, much like being a caregiver does for you. Have they scheduled your lumbar puncture yet? It's been a week, so I would hope that scheduling was able to fit you in for a pretty important procedure. Let me know. Come back, leave a comment this week or come back next week or whenever and let us know that you're moving forward with everything. I know Tay is out there somewhere. Hey Tay. And Tay had her MRI and we're just waiting for the results of that. So hopefully she comes back and lets us know too. Hey Jessica, I would love to know more about your experience on Tecfidera and actually Crump Family Values. I know you commented and said you were on Tecfidera too, and I'm asking because I received a phone call from their financial assistance program, much like the program for Tay Tay. I haven't had a chance to call them back yet, and I'm not sure why I got the phone call, so I'm wondering if this new neurologist is putting something in motion before my next appointment, because I have an appointment on Wednesday. So I'm going to start asking you guys about Tecfidera and how you like it, pros and cons. I mean, if this is going to be my new life, then I kind of want to know what I'm getting myself into. And new lesions will make anyone uncomfortable. It makes me so uncomfortable. I love looking at my MRI so I can see everything, and I have a picture of it here somewhere, my MRI from April. I misplaced it, just like everything else in my life I've misplaced. When will you find out the results of your JCV test? zennmomma, I'm so glad to hear you feel like you're in good hands, because I swear that is half the battle. If you don't have a good neurologist, then you probably aren't too happy with anything. We are never really out of limbo, but hanging on to hope, like you said, that is so good. And that's, I love that my husband does that, even if he says, well, it could be worse. I hate that phrase. Please don't tell me it could be worse in the state that I am right now, because it could be worse just means I would actually be in a wheelchair. And no, neither option sounds really enjoyable to me. So just keep being positive, and thank you for responding to Miranda before I could, because that was very kind, and I'd like to think that this is a safe place where we can all talk about those things, so thank you. And doodie, I hope Tay Tay is as good to you as it was to me. I will say, in case you get an infusion headache, in the beginning mine were really bad. I would be in bed and there could be no sound. My head hurt so bad, and you had to whisper because everything hurt. I will say that Aleve was the only drug that really helped the headaches. I would take 2, I think, every 4 hours, and then I sleep. It's not as easy to get sleep as we would like, but if you can sleep the day before, the day of, and the day after as much as possible, I know that helped me a ton, so much. Sleep is so important. I still try to sleep today. They aren't as bad anymore. It's just like a mild headache or a bad headache, depending on how much sleep I get. But in the beginning, oh boy, they were intense. I will see you guys with a new topic after my doctor's appointment. We will probably talk about that next week. Bye.